I'm Olivia Clementine, and this is Love and Liberation. Today, we will go on a tour of the Tibetan Medical and Astro Institute Museum in Dharamsala, India. We will see paintings, artifacts, and instruments for Tibetan medicine and astrology. Thank you to our guides in today's tour, Dr. Kelsang Youdon and Kelsang Chodon.
So I'm Dr. Kelsang Youdon. I was graduated from here in this college. I learned my doctor training here in Men-Tsee-Khang. Firstly, here this museum is about Tibetan medicine and astrology. So I will explain you displays about the Tibetan medicine. So firstly, the most important display here is the fundamental text. We call it Gyushi, which was written in the 8th century by our lineage called Youdon. There are many different commentaries which we displayed here because it's all in a stanza form which we have to memorize normally during our training. So to become a Tibetan doctor, we have to study this for 6 years and around 7-8 months after 12th class. Then we have to give oral examination yearly in the annual exam. And then here the displays all our ingredients, okay? So Tibetan medicine are mainly made by the combination of the different herbs which grow in a high altitude and then also some minerals as well. So from those herbs in Men-Tsee-Khang we are producing around 175 different medicine and around 60 different herbal products like shampoo, oil, massage oil, different lotions, health tonics, many things. And then here we have displayed some medicinal paintings which was developed later in the 17th century during the 5th Dalai Lama. So we have total 80 different medicinal Thanga paintings. So 79 are all about the 156 chapters contained in the fundamental text. So later this all developed mainly for the students and interest people to learn easily through the paintings. And then next display is the external therapy instrument like copper cupping, gold hammer, silver hammer, and different hammers, and then gold needle. And then this is for the nasal treatment to inhale the medicine smell. And this is for veneration blades, which no more using now. We are using the modern small blades, okay? And then in the old centuries, even doctors used to do some minor surgeries. So this is for the pile surgery instruments, yeah. So this all have to apply for the patients after knowing their favorable date, which will checked by the astrologers. We never do immediately this therapies. So firstly, we have to take their date of birth, and then by astrologers they will check what is the favorable date for each different therapies, okay? Normally, as a Tibetan doctor, we will treat the disease through mainly by giving dietary advice and behavior advice, which are main causes of the disease. And then thirdly, prescribe medicine. Fourthly, sometimes we have to do the external therapies like then what we displayed here. Okay? The surgeries, the minor surgeries, we are not doing as of now. Yeah.
Does anyone still do golden needle therapy in Dharamsala?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In our clinic, yeah.
clinic?
Yeah. Yes, golden needle therapy is a very traditional special therapy which have only one point in the body, that is the crown of the head, and then this is mainly applied for the vertigo, dizziness, epilepsy, facial paralysis, and then migraine headache and all the neurological disorders. We have same institution in Tibet called Lhasa Men-Tsee-Khang, which was founded by 13th Dalai Lama. During that time, even neighbor countries used to go to Tibet to learn Tibetan medicine. So this is the medical degree from Mr. Sundar Singh. He was a famous doctor in around Manali region, and he was passed away around 1980. He was graduated from Lhasa Men-Tsee-Khang, and then this is the medical certificate. He was graduated in 1955. This is a proof that Tibet was an independent country during that time. After all using the herbs and minerals, these all are the final products, medicines. This all people don't have to wait till they got sick. They can simply take for the prevention of any kind of disease. These are mainly made by herbs. Why we are using the ingredients as a herbal to treat the disease is in the fundamental text. It was written like our human body is mainly formed by the assembly of the 5 physical cosmic elements. And then when we got sick, there's necessary quantity in our body. But when we got sick because of wrong dietary, wrong behavior, and then influence from weather changes, then there's imbalanced energy in the body. To treat this kind of imbalance in the body, then we use the natural herbs, because those herbs outside, those are also growth by the assembly of the kind of like similar elements, right? So we're using natural herbs to balance energy. That's why from Tibetan medicine, you won't get any negative side effects. Yeah. So these people can also take for the prevention of any disease, and then also, of course, for treatment. Yeah. So these all are the important paintings. So this is about the first chapter of the fourth tantra, about the Gyushi, the fundamental text. The center one is medicine Buddha, and all around are all the ingredients. Yeah, just shortly. So this illustrates about human body in the healthy state and disease. In healthy state, we mainly talk about three humans, three Nyepa, which is long, Tipa, pagan. We categorize into 5 different long, Tipa, pagan. When these all are in balanced energy, we are healthy, which developed 7 body constituent and 3 excretion. And then there's 2 flower, which is longevity and happiness. This is about disease, which associated with hot disorder or cold disorder, energy. This is about how Tibetan doctors diagnose the disease. There's 3 ways: visually examination by doing pulse analysis and interrogation. And in the visually examination, it's condensed tongue analysis, like, and then the urine analysis, and then by looking at the body and all, yeah. And then second one's pulse analysis, which is very vast normally as in a chapter. And then last one is about asking question, interrogation. Yeah, and then this is about the treatment. As I explained you downstairs, it's about the dietary advice, behavior advice, and then prescribed medicine, and by doing the therapies. The second chapter of explanatory tantra is about the embryology. So we talk about the how babies develop week by week, and then how the fundamental things are baby's consciousness, the good quality of egg, semen, and then assembly of the elements I told you downstairs, right? So the human body, how form. Then this all are the stages week by week, and then this all are 3 major stages: fish, tortoise, and pig. And then this all are how give birth, and from even mother's caring, how we know the gender of the fetal, yeah, which we not tell in India. Okay, yeah, that's all. Yeah.
My name is Kelsang. I work here now. It's around 11 years going on. I'm working here as a curator. And I work in this institute since now it's 26 years running. Yeah, I'm the now most senior. Very old now. It's ready to go to retirement. But even I'm very happy to work here. And Men-Tsee-Khang is very, very helpful to us. And it started in a very difficult time. So we are so proud that to show all this our culture to the rest of the world also. So these are happened because of the hard work of our ancestors and blessing of our His Holiness Dalai Lama. You can see how it's re-established in 1961. So in 1961, in McLeodganj, in one building, they have used as a clinic, as a pharmacy, as a inpatient ward, everything in this. So these are in our development. And these two are the first medical teacher and astrological teacher in this institute. Dr. Yeshidnanden and Professor Rodriguez also very expert on Kala Chakra Tantra, like. And these two are the private physician, senior physician of His Holiness the 13th Dalai Lama as well as the 14th Dalai Lama, Tenzin Chota and Lobsang Wangila. And these are all, very famous doctors. He was an astrological teacher, Bashi. very good teacher of this institute during 1960s, expert grammars and all medicine, astrology, everything. So during those times, you can see how the medicines are prepared, and then these are the old detoxifications of those minerals and precious stones, and now it's collaborating with the modern technologies here. Even today, all this drying in the natural sun, still we have preserved, So this, and now it has, Men-Tsee-Khang is an, like a educational, cultural, and charitable institute that all medical, those who wants to become a Tibetan doctor, Tibetan astrologer, they come here and learn here. This is the institute, very important institute, which established by His Holiness Dalai Lama himself in 1961. So this is the astrology sections, So Tibetan astrology is the consolidations of the indigenous Tibetan astrology and elemental astrology and Kala Chakra astrology. These three systems practicing together. This indigenous Tibetan astrology, it's flourished, it's more propagated during the first king of Tibet, Nyati in 127 BC. And then elemental astrology, which was flourished from China to Tibet in 7th century. This is the lineage of the elemental astrology here. This is the main Manjushri you can see, and in the top you can see the Gongjo, who is the queen of the third king of Tibet. This is that. And then we have this Kala Chakra system. These two are the Indian system here. These two Kala Chakra systems, So this is the lineage of the Kala Chakra system. Then this is the Suchandra in Sanskrit. It's called the Suchandra, who was the first Dharma king of Shambhala, who requested to Buddha Shakyamuni to teach on the Kala Chakra, and its teaching was held in South India, Andhra Pradesh, in 881 BC. So after receiving this teaching, and he took this teaching to the Shambhala, and you can see these are the old Shambhala king in the top. These are the old Shambhala king, 8 Shambhala king, and then 25 Kulika king. These are. And you can see that these are the old founder of the Kala Chakra. These are the old Shambhala king and Kulika king of Shambhala, which are related with the Kala Chakra Tantra. So Tibetan astrology is also the part of the Tibetan Kala Chakra also. So here now you can see these are some texts, This is the white belly, which is written by the Desi Sangye Gyatso, who was the regent of the His Holiness the Fifth Dalai Lama. Even today, all the researchers, all the scholars are referring these texts. So he wrote very important texts on Tibetan medicine and Tibetan astrology. One is Blue Barrel, which was the commentary on the main Kyushi, And this is the blue and white barrel about astrology. And this is the Tibetan astrological calculation board here. So each student has to be practiced this calculation board, even today also, This is eco-friend also, eco-friend, so that, no more paper is waste, And this is a calculation, when they use this calculation board, they get very fast and very precise answer. And with the help of this calculation board, each student bring out this one almanac. And the astrological students, they have to study for 5 years and 1 year internship. So same duration like a doctor's, So we have 2 colleges, one based in here, one based in Bangalore. And this is called the Thurma. This is called Thurma in ancient time when there's no watch and where people are using to measurement of the time. Time. This is called the Sarvodaya Chakra. So each box has a different calculations. So this is using for the many human requirements, to specify, to enriching. These are called the kabji for the different calculations. All are hand-painted, In Tibet, all these are hand-painted. So now you will find all this Kyushi and Bendirka all in the book form. so that student can, easily they use, So, and not only this medicine and astro trained within Tibetan community, but we also give opportunity to the rest of the world also. So one has to be very good in Tibetan language, Tibetan understanding, reading, writing, If they are wanted to become a Tibetan doctor, Tibetan astro, they can come and learn Tibetan medicines and astrology. So these are the 5 colors amulet, which is based on individual date of birth. Astrology will prepare this special amulet. And you will find special amulet for health, special amulet for wealth, special amulet for wealth and health and life force and all purposes. And this one is based on your animal sign and your element, according to calculation, then astrologer will be prepared this. 2 are like a model of the universe. It shows the formation of the secular part, constellation, zodiacs, and here you can see every phenomena is based on the element. You can see these are the 5 colors mandalas. These are the 5 cosmic elements. And these all rings and all this, this is the path of the settler and stars and planet. And inside is you will find the Mount Viru and 7 seas, 7 mountains, 7 rivers. So this one is like, these 2 are based on, Kala Chakra system. And this is called the wheel of the protection Thanga, which is very, very useful in our Tibetan community here. So this wheel of the protections, according to the elemental astrology, it's designed to neutralize the malefic planet and stars, And top these 3 deities, you can see the middle one is the Manjushri, is the deity of wisdom. This one is Alvalokteshvara, deity of compassion, and deity of power, Vajrapani. And these are the all certain stamp by the certain god, the deities, that not to harm any sentient beings. And you can see these are the all 9 numerical sign and 12 animal sign, and these are the all podcasts, which help us to protect from the all negative energies and to protect from the all kinds of the obstacles also. So we use this in many occasions during the enthronement of the High Lama, shifting the house, marriage time, and constructing the house, as well as most important during the funeral processions. And you can use as a prosperity and from the happiness also this one. So normally, we use this, most of the Tibetan door or above the door, you will find this thanga, sipaho. This is called the sipaho in Tibetan language. So this kind of canvas is very expensive, and therefore we have made easy to public to buy easily from our institute. So we have printed in the paper so that people can easily buy, because this thanga is oftenly used in our Tibetan community. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for listening.